Isaiah 55. Oh, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat, yea, come, buy wine, and drink without money, and without price. Wherefore do ye spend the money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear, and come unto me, hear, and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and commander to the people. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that do not thee shall run unto thee because of the Lord thy God, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he hath glorified thee. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth her bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorn shall come up the fir tree, and instead of the briar shall come up the myrtle tree. And it shall be to the Lord for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, and what I want to get into today, there's a few various topics, there's always a lot going on in these times, things that need to be addressed in the spirit, as we get closer, to the time of chaos, the time of trying, the time of testing, as believers, we have to go in this thing with a particular mindset, and it's a mindset of endurance and a mindset of victory. And it has to be completely contrary, right, to the mindset that this world, has groomed, all right, us up in, man. That's why the scriptures speak about us becoming a new creature in Yahweh Shai, and it's all about, all right, a new mindset. Now, what I want to do, because as you see the spirit have it, hey, the spirit pretty much, been on brothers, the man up in the spirit, do what they gotta do, and pretty much have a mindset, all right, of a victory, all right, over the beast, man. And that entails everything that's attached to this beast system, and one of the main things, that has destroyed our people pretty much, is the worship, of women. You see, the worship of women has pretty much, accelerated the mental and psychological destruction, of our people. And that's why you see a society, of Israelites that's pretty much, all right, destroyed, because of what, man? We live, our nation is guided by who? The women. The women put on the pedestal, everything centered around the emotion of a woman. That's why you have such an unstable, society, all right, generation of Israelites, man. But the men of the Lord is coming out of it, man, So we're gonna, I got a video I'm gonna play. I know y'all familiar with the guy, Coach Craig Adams. I know Elder Apostle Bar, he usually, listen to him and kind of, do commentary on some of his videos, which, is a whole new energy in the earth, man. It's a whole new energy in the earth, man. The gig is up. Esau's enchantments, are wearing off. You see? And even men in the world are coming to see that the modern woman, the men, that they groomed us up to be gentlemen and pretty much, all right, simps. That ain't it, man. That has nothing to do with our culture, man. All right, let me let it.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about the subject.
You must value your time.
Hold on real quick.
You must value your time more than anything. Because let me tell you something. You will lose a lot of money with the wrong low quality person. You'll lose a lot of money. But I'm going to tell you what you lose more, and which is more important, you're going to lose time. You're going to lose time. Money you can get back. Time, you're not going to get any of that back. And so if you choose to adopt or accept the greatest resource or give away the greatest resource, which is your time, a way to worship in women, as opposed to living the free agent lifestyle. Guys, do you realize what you can do with your time? You realize that you can do? You realize that you make the most money out of everybody here? You realize that women spend 83% of all consumer goods? They buy everything. But they don't make a lot of money. Like, how do we work that out? Let's work this out. Let's do this math. They control 83% of the consumer spending. We control 17%. Yet we make the most money. Gender pay gap, right? That's what they're telling us. How are they spending 83% of the money? You know how? You are choosing to invest that power into them. You're giving it to them. You're advocating because you're giving them your time, right? Listening to these organized campaigns. Hashtag believe all women. Women create life. Happy wife, happy life. Name a campaign that they recently had for men. Like, name a campaign. Like, men are good. Or like what? Like, think one. Every week it's a new one. Okay? Oh, your mother's the queen. The black woman's the queen. All right? The black girl magic. I mean, every week it's a new marketing campaign. Did you have one? That's a negative, right? That's not in our favor, right? But there hasn't been a lot of campaigns created. Why? Because they know you worship women too much. They know it. Look at your Instagram feed. Look at your Instagram feed. I know. I'll test you. If you really wanted me to test you, I can test you. I'll show you my Instagram feed. You show me yours. And let's count how many asses are out by the time we scroll. And at the end of 5 minutes, all right, you're either the winner or the loser. This is what you spend your time on. And this is what guys do. This is what kills me. This is opposite of the free agent lifestyle. Everything you do, the first thing you think about is, Well, are there going to be some women there? Go to the club. Are there going to be some women there? Let's go to the gym. There'll be some women there. Right? What college are you going to select? I'm going to select the ones with the best women. These, like literally, I'm telling you, that's worship of women who've done nothing for you. You selected a school for a woman that did zero for you. The whole damn campus did nothing for you. You selected a school for that. Okay? These are the things that we do that keep us in the position we're in. Okay? So the tenets of the free agent lifestyle are this, and this is specifically for men who have been either divorced or going through a.
And that's pretty much, the point. And you see, what he was getting at, man. He made a lot of good points because this society is centered around, the worship of women. Here it is, men make the majority of the money, but women spend 83% of the money. Why? Because pretty much this society is based on paying tribute to a woman with either with your time or your resources, your money, man. And that's why, hey, King Solomon mama gave him the game, man. Like, look, because one thing about it, time is so valuable, especially for the men of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Our time, we have the most valuable time on earth. Like, when you really understand what's going on, the men of the Lord have the most valuable time on earth. Matter of fact, let me get that in Jeremiah. Then we're gonna deal with that, deal with that woman issue. We're gonna touch on this and a few other topics, man. Like I said, we just rolling in the spirit. All right, but when you go to Jeremiah chapter 1, all right, verse 5. This Jeremiah, I started 4, said this Jeremiah 1 and 4. It said, then the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, came unto me, saying, before I formed thee, you see, let me share the scriptures. Let me share the scriptures. Let me go back to that. Yeah, it's a whole new energy in the earth, man. All right, so going back to it, this is Jeremiah 1 and 4 says, then the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So if we're, all right, those prophets whom the Lord has ordained, the Most High has a specific purpose for us even before we came here, man. He sanctified the men of the Lord to himself. You see? So how valuable is our time? Because we have a higher purpose than anyone else. And we say that not proud, but with a responsibility, because that comes with a responsibility, man. All right? Now look what the Lord did. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Then said I, Lord, power, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. Now Jeremiah was, young. He was very young, but in the spirit, all right, when you go into the word child, it also goes to being someone that's insignificant, because in this society, we're insignificant, because our purpose doesn't appease the lust of these people. It's against it, so in this society, we're significant, but in the overall scheme of things, in the big picture, all right, the spirits of the prophets, all right, are the most valuable spirits in the earth, man. You see? So how much more is our time valuable, man? It said, but the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Yeah, and see, the Most High commands us not to have this low self-esteem, man, because the society has beaten down the Israelite man so much, You know, the Israelite man is always seeking some type of validation, man. That's why Jake invests so much money into their appearance, you know, their cars, the clothes, the chains. You know, Jake invests so much in it because Jake is trying to get some type of validation. Why? Because we've been beaten down so much, man. You see, here it is, Jake. All right, you got the same club. Let's go like just the club scenario. Jake has to pay, all right, much more money to get into the club, you know. Then Jake has to spend so much on his outfit, you know, just to be noticed when he go to the club. Then Jake has to buy the drinks for who? The woman. So on the flip side, you have the woman who most of the time they get in the club free, or you know, a nigga at the door will see them and pay for them to get in. Then said Eve might be in the club with a $17 outfit. Here it is, Jake has spent $500-600 on the outfit just for the the chance to be noticed. But Eve can spend $17 on the outfit from Rainbow and be worshipped. You know, she can have $10 in her purse and leave with that same $10, man. You see? Why is that, man? Because the Israelite man has been beaten down so much that they're always seeking some type of validation. But see, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai has showed us the true narrative, man, where we don't buy into that narrative of the worship of women, or we don't need the validation of this society. No, we getting validated from our Heavenly Father Yahweh through Yahweh Shai now, you know? And then if they vouch for us, don't nothing else matter. You see? And says, be not afraid of their faces, for I'm with thee to deliver thee, said the Lord. Then the Lord Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai put forth his hands and touched my mouth and said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, all right, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build up and to plant. And this is our purpose as prophets, man. The Most High has set us over the nations. All right, we're telling these nations what's to befall them, and we're telling them their role within prophecy. You know, it's like the prophets coordinate this world stage. You know, telling Russia, look, y'all gonna do this, y'all gonna protect them, y'all gonna be allies with them. America, y'all finna lose, y'all finna be destroyed by nuclear destruction. You know, it's gonna be very chaotic. You know, the Most High gonna send plagues to this place just like he did ancient Egypt. You know, we telling all these world figures their role according to prophet. We're telling them, thus said the Lord, and they gotta submit to it. They doing exactly what the prophet said, you know. But really, it's the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because what did he say? Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. So they're doing what Yahweh Shema Shai is saying, and the prophets are just, you know, proclaiming it. You see, to root out. All right, and what's being rooted out? Black culture, the American culture, witchcraft, false. All right, religions. All right, to root out and to pull down. You know, women worship. All right, and to destroy, all this being destroyed, to throw down. And then it says to build and to plant. And what's being built? The house of David. You see, this is what most of our time goes to, really, is building the house of David. You know, and that comes to what? Edifying the elect. And says, and to plant, yeah, to make sure the elect is rooted in these times that we're going into, man, rooted in understanding and rooted, you know, in belief. All right. So got one more. Let me get this one. Get this in the book of Sirach. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 24. This is Sirach 10 and 24. It says, great men, all right, and judges and potentates shall be honored. Yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord. Yeah, so great men, judges, and potentates, which are rulers, shall be honored. Yet there is none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord, man. So the men of the Lord, all right, have the highest value in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Shai, because of the purpose that we have, man. So how much more valuable is our time, man? You see, we ain't got time to be scrolling, all right, these different social medias all day, chasing after Eve and everybody DM. And, I say we men, brothers, you make your move as men, you shoot your shot or whatever, hey, you got your liberty to do that. But see, we can't be consumed with these things, man. We don't have to go to the club 3-4 nights out the weekend, be on the scene all the time. No, all right. All this talking to one woman all day on the phone, you ain't got time to be doing all that, man. You see, we have a much bigger purpose than a damn Babylonian woman, man. You see? So, let's go from there. Let's get that in Proverbs. All right, this book of Proverbs, chapter 30. Oh, it's like 31. All right, this book of Proverbs, chapter 31. All right, this is Proverbs 31:3. It says, give not thy strength unto the woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Yeah, so we're not supposed, and as a man, our strength is our time, and our resources. We're not supposed to give this our mind. That's our strength. You see, because whatever you spend time with, that's what your mind is on. Even Yahushua said, all right, where your treasure is, your heart or your mind gonna be there also. So what you treasure, what your mind treasures, that's where you're, all right, that's where you gonna be. That's where you're gonna spend your time at, man. Now women have their place. Now women, are a beautiful thing, but see, we have to understand the priority when it comes to dealing with women. You see, we've been taught to paralyze and worship and, center our life around the emotions of a woman. You see, which is completely ass backwards, man. And we're gonna get it. Now, let's go from there. So you got the manosphere and the red pill movement. But see, the scriptures been, Yahushua been telling us to be about our purpose, man. You see, what did he tell his mother when she was looking for him? Him and Joseph were looking for him. They found him. What Yahushua say? Should I not be about my father's business? He said, why are you looking for me? You know what I'm here to do. The angel told you before I was born, all right, what I was here to do, man. Yahushua was on his purpose, man. You see, he had to tell Mary, he had, look, what you looking for me for? You know what I'm about. Like now, like my woman, she know when I get off, man, and take a shower, eat. She know what time it is, man. She ain't got to look for me. She know what I'm on. When it come Friday, I'm gone. She know what time it is. Ain't nothing to talk about. It says it's a book of Matthew chapter 6, verse get down to the point. All right, this is Matthew 6:33. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. All right, seek ye first. That's the first priority. Now as men, of course, and we have women and families, of course, we handle our responsibilities, man. We make sure that they're in order. All right, we make sure that we provide and protect. Of course, you see, but the first priority is to seek Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, the kingdom of the Most High. See, the kingdom, because pretty much we're in captivity right now. So when we drawing close to our power, we're seeking the kingdom. You see, we gonna have a kingdom to put, all right, the women and children in. You know, we can't be consumed in the woman and child, and we in captivity. No, we chasing Yahweh by Shema Shai, the kingdom. You know, and we can put the women and children in the kingdom. You know, it said, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. You see, a woman is supposed to be added unto you for your purpose, to you know, to assist in your purpose, man. You know, you're not supposed to be the woman is the purpose. No, a woman is supposed to be added to aid unto your purpose, man. That's why you go to the word seek. Let's get that. But we have a purpose, man. And Yahweh Shah, he was big on that, man. Your purpose, man. Who is thy mother? Who is thy father? But those that do the will, you know, of my Father. You see, he was always pushing purpose, man. Now you go into the word in the Greek, it's
Strong's G 2212. Zeteo.
Zeteo. All right. Which means to seek in order to find. All right. To seek after, to seek for, to aim at, to strive after. All right. It says to seek in order to find out by thinking, meditating, reasoning, to inquire into. You know, and how do we inquire into the kingdom, man? Read, watching videos, researching, you know. Hey, this is where our thought process is at, man. Because this society teaches you what? You know, what Babyface said, I only think of you on 2 occasions. And that's day and night. You see? They taught us to meditate and just think on the damn woman all day, man. You know? No, we're supposed to be seeking, as an Israelite, man, we should be seeking rulership. You know? Then you can really enjoy women. And they'll be wise, and they'll be there for the purpose of nation building and forwarding legacy, man. All right. So let's go from there. Let me get this in Matthew. This is Matthew 22 and I want to say 35. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 22. I start at 34. It says, but when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. The one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And Yahushua said unto them, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. So this is, all right, Yahushua, you know, he said, look, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the priority. You know, cleaving unto Yahweh by Shema Shai, and everything else is going to be added unto us. You know, this is where our energy goes. This is where our time goes. Because that's the biggest investment that we can make is spending time with Yahweh by Shema Shai. You know, hey, you know, me doing this lesson, you brothers and you sisters tuning in and adding to it. You know, you brothers adding to it. You know, you sisters learning in silence. This is the biggest investment that we made so far today. The greatest investment we done made so far. You know, you can never go wrong with investing time and energy into your house by Shema Shai. You know, even resources, man. You know, brothers, you know, you have to buy laptops and buy new phones and, camera stands and all these different things, but you buying it for the purpose of Yahweh Bashim outside to serve him. And that's never a bad investment, man. But how many times you dealt with a woman and you like, damn, I should have kept my damn money, man. This was a bad investment. All right. Horrible dates. And this speaking of the past, because I've been out the dating scene, but just back in the past, like, like, damn, this was a bad investment, man. Or invested that time, dealing with a woman 2, 3 weeks, month, and y'all fall out, you find out she bugged out, be crazy. You like, damn, I wasted this month with this, you know. But see, that'll never happen with you. How about your mouth shot? It's never a bad investment, man. It says, this is the first and greatest. All right, this is the first and great commandment, So Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Yahweh Shai, he pushed purpose, man. So let's segue from there. Let me see what you brothers got. This is from the brother to various servant of Yahushua. And it's Ecclesiasticus 9 and 8. It says, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauties of a woman, for her with love is kindled, all right, as fire. Yeah, man, because pretty much this society has taught women, how to market themselves. You see, women like Elder Zahab, the head of the camp down here, he always goes into how, women, especially of the Southern Kingdom, all tribes of women, but they've learned how to market themselves, on these social media platforms, man, and pretty much it leads to deception. Majority of the time, it's all a deception and illusion, man. You're not getting that deal that you see, just like these food commercials, the way that they have the food laid out on commercials, but then you go to the restaurant, it looks nothing like that, and that's how it is with a lot of these social media platforms, man. It's all deception, man. And Jake, a lot of Jake spend all their time, on scrolling these different timelines, and being in awe at these pictures, but really there's a big smoke screen, man. And then even if she is, still, beautiful like that, a lot of times in this society, the women that are beautiful have a real God complex about themselves, man. They the worst ones, So this is a society where pretty much, this ain't for us, man. This ain't for us, man. It's a whole new way coming. All right. And we just wait on it. Let the Lord add. Brothers, stay on your purpose and let the Lord add. How you gonna add, man. Patience is a heavy thing within this ministry. So let's go from there. Let's segue, to something else, because hey, it's finna go down, man. You see, in this chaos, the last thing you're gonna be thinking about is a goddamn date, man. Let me pull this over real quick. And this is from the brother Elder Karatazak out there in Vegas. Let me share YouTube again. And if a brother can, brother put Luke, a brother post Luke chapter 19. Brother post Luke chapter 19, verse 41 through 44. And brother can post Zechariah 14, 1 and 2. Let me play this. All right, this is what's happening now, man. You know, we in some serious times, man. Esau Edom, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has put the spirit on Esau Edom to go forth, you know, with his new world order agenda, man. So let's let me play this real quick.
Shit, that's the UN. No way. That's how they're getting Americans on the tracks. Woo, goosebumps. Oh, dude, there's so many. Shit, that's the UN. No way. That's how they're getting Americans on the tracks. Woo, goosebumps. Oh, dude, there's so many.
Turn off the camera. Oh, turn off the camera? Do I not have a right to have the camera? I'm not giving you permission to check my face. So. Okay, are you a public servant or United Nations security officer? Okay.
I am a United Nations security officer, in case you couldn't read that.
This is my city, and so I have a right to film. This is United Nations.
This is a United Nations compound.
Compound? A United Nations compound? Yes. This is a compound? Yeah.
Since Sunday evening, we took over this compound. This is international territory.
We took over this compound. This is international territory.
When you step outside, that is United States. Here it is international. It is a United Nations compound.
Step outside is US. Here is international territory.
Don't ask me why they would be here in Canada, but we know our government's up to no good. Look, you have some.
I just want to say, all right, because the UN, you know, is being distributed throughout America, and see what's going to happen. That's why you see so much push about defunding the police, you know, because the local police, all right, they're not going to be able to carry out, you know, what the elites want is enforcing, all right, this draconian law. You know, these mercenaries, all right, you have UN, you have mercenaries, they're going to do the bidding, all right, the direct bidding of these elites, man. You know, local police not going to get it done. So we see while, you know, the local police is pretty much being phased out because they're making it pretty much, you know, they're making it a nightmare to be a police officer, man. That's why you have, I want to say it's close to 40% of police retiring, and you got like 19-20% of police that are resigning. You see, and they're actually defunding some police departments. Here it is, chaos is at an all-time high, uproars, riots, and civil unrest is at an all-time high, but they're defunding the police. Why? They're phasing them out so they can bring in their troops, all right? The real guns, you know? And that woman said, like, look, this ain't this ain't part of America. This, you know, wherever facility they was at, they were like, look, this is international territory now. All right? Which means what? This is global territory. This ain't America territory no more. When you step outside, then you back in America. But when you in here, this is international territory, man. Showing you where we at with, man, with this NWO agenda, you know? So I'm gonna let the rest play.
Here, the other two. So this one can hold maybe 6, 8 people, whereas this one here will probably hold 12, I don't know, UN troops, whatever. This has to be posted far and wide. Everybody needs to share this. Have no idea why we would have, look at them. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we know of here.
July the 18th, 2021. We're at 440 Gary Ray Avenue in Toronto, Ontario. This is outside of a pharmaceutical building, and UN trucks are outside parked. See these armored vehicles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. What does Fascist Ford and his group of lackeys, jackbooting thugs, have planned? All right, today's date is July the 18th, 2000.
So as you can see, all right, pretty much the UN, you know, is being distributed throughout Canada, you know, in America, man. You know, just like the brother posted, Tavares, servant of Yahushua, Psalms 37:12, and it says, the wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Yeah, because your teeth does what, man? Devours. You know, and these troops are here to devour anybody that's not compliant, you know. And what you have is Esau Edom is plotting, man. Because the just, you know, it speaks of Israel as a whole, because we was created to be a righteous nation. Now we know he has his aim, you know, on the prophets, on the believers. You know, he's keeping tab on, you know, these videos, who's watching, who's coming, and who's, you know, he's keeping up with these things. But ultimately, he wants to get rid of as many Israelites as possible, you know. Now he's gonna, you know, do away with a lot of these, you know, these gung-ho, you know, patriots, you know, diehard patriots in the South. He's gonna get rid of them as well, you see. But ultimately, this man, you know, wants to rid himself of Israel and the earth, man. So that's why when you go to, what I had the brother posted, you know, the Water brother, you know, to all you Akim, you know, adding to, you know, the ministry, man. Now this is the brother Bayan Yasha Allah, Luke 19:41. It says, and when he was come near, and that he is Yahushua, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, if thou, all right, verse 42, it says, saying, if thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thy eyes. You know? So Yahushua, look, if y'all knew what belonged to y'all peace, and y'all understood what was coming, because he was speaking of 70 AD in that time frame, how the Romans pretty much was gonna wreak havoc, man. You see, the Romans ran through Jake. They was killing children, women, all right. And then if you got caught outside the gate, you would be crucified. You know, you got caught inside the gate, they just slaughtered you with the sword. You know, they was wreaking havoc, and Yahushua, he seen this, and that's why, you know, he was in the flesh. So hey, he whipped, man, like shit. You know, he said, boy, if y'all had any idea what was happening, but see, now it's blinded. You know, it's hid from their, it was hid from their eyes then, and now it's hid from the majority of our people now. But see, we know it's coming. You know, yeah. How about Shema Shah? That's why, hey, he said when you go to John 8, and 12. All right, when you get to the book of John, chapter 8, verse 12, and this is part of the benefits of walking in Yahweh Shai. This St. John 8 and 12. Then spake Yahweh Shai to them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. You see, we're not in darkness. Majority of our people in darkness. You know, like that nigga Slim Thug, he talking about, you know, he can't do his shows. He worried about, you know, a damn show, a whack ass performance, man. You know, that's gonna be the least of that nigga words in time to come. They don't understand what's being built up for them, man. You know, they don't understand. These UN truth not gonna give a damn about your celebrity status, about your net worth. No, they come here to lay they come here to lay shit down, man. You know, but it's hid to the majority of our people. This is back in St. Luke chapter 19, verse 43. It said, for the days shall come upon thee that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round about and keep thee in on every side, man. Because where you think most of these troops are going to be sent to, man? You know, they're going to be sent to the places where Jake is heavily, or where is heavily Jake populated, man. Ain't gonna be no moving around, you know, Jake talking about busting block. No, you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. All right? It's gonna be a modern day siege, man. Ain't no food coming in. It's gonna be real grimy out here, man. No resources coming in, ain't, you know. You're just gonna be stuck to that little confinement of these projects or these hoods. And they gonna do it to all neighborhoods, and you know. But the concentration, we know they're gonna concentrate the majority of them troops where Jake at, man. This is Esau Edom, all right, our arch enemy, man. We can't act like this just, you know, another guy that's in rulership. No, this is Esau Edom, and he hates Israel more than anyone, man. You see, he hates Israel more than anyone. Just like when you go to real quick in Genesis 27 and 41, and it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And this is his mindset. He never lost that mindset. See, Esau has kept that same energy throughout existence, man, towards Jacob. All right, that's why you get Amos 1 and 11. It says, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I would not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother, which is Jacob, the tribes, with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever, man. So that same energy is still there, man. Now this man just have a lot more troops and a lot more weaponry and a lot more technology to his disposal, man. So that's bad news, all right, for Jake, man. It's horrible news for you Israelites, man. That's walking around here that don't give a damn. You refuse to repent. You refuse to humble down. This is horrible news for you, man. See, we understand, hey, we're going to be protected, man. We going to be protected. That's a guarantee. We just have to stay within. All right? Stay within the refuge of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Continue to make this our dwelling place, man. It's a guarantee the elect gonna be protected, is written. Or our people that's on the outside looking in, hey, this is horrible news for you, man. The enemy finna come at you, man. All right? This is Luke 19 and 44. It says, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. And why did our people know not the time of the visitation? Because they refused to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai through the prophets. That's why they don't know the hour of their visitation, man. You know? Because what? Let's get that in, let me see. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So the scriptures tell you what, to remember the creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Because within this grace period, the word has been going out. The Lord said He gonna pour His Spirit upon you. You know, He gonna make His Spirit known unto you through the prophets. You know, before the evil days come, He would do it. But Jake, what did Jake do? When you get 2 Chronicles, all right, 36 and this is 2 Chronicles 36 and 15. And it says, and the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, power of their father sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes, which is early, and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. And the prophets, all right, is a token of compassion from Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, the prophets are a token of passion, man. I mean, a compassion from Yahweh Shema Shai. And how did Jake treat the prophets? Verse 16, he said, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High. Yeah, you had that Jake, you know, that made that mockery, you know, the last Jake to make the little parody video, you know, mocking them prophets. This is what Jake is doing. And this is just, he's just the one that recorded it. But you know how Jake is, man. You know Jake is, you know, talking and mocking about the prophets, man. You know, y'all seen them guys out there? You know how to be mocking. That's right. You know, laughing. You see? So, hey, we're going to see when that time comes, though. So the Lord sent prophets out, but the majority of our people mock or ignore it. That's why they don't know the time of the visitation. Because they mock the prophets, man. It said, but they mock the messengers of the Most High, and despise their words, and despise his words, and misuse his prophets until the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai rose against his people till there was no remedy. All right. And we're seeing that the wrath, this is the wrath of the Lord. You know, when you look at when you look at these things, see, Esau even just a vessel. Ultimately, this is the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai.
You all along what this agenda was going to be. It has been like clockwork. We told you that once they rose the numbers enough.
Yeah, and you know she gonna go into it, but I ain't want to play it because you know she say some things and you know they real sensitive. You know, with these channels. You know, I pretty much can't say a whole lot. You know, I gotta watch what I let play because you know. GMS hot boy, you know, we'll be out of there. But you know, she just going into this whole, you know, so-called thing, all right, was all leading up to this, man. You know, so so when you go back to 2 Chronicles 36 and 16, they talk about how what and misuse his prophets. You know, because just like, you know, you brothers and even you few sisters, man, you tune in all the time. You know, you ask questions concerning about particular things. That's you making use of the prophets. You see, you're using the prophets to your benefits, you know. But Jake is misusing the prophets. Here it is, the prophets, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, is telling our people everything that they need to know. You know, they're being told everything that they need to know. The Most High put the spirit on men to be watchmen, man. Men dedicate so much of that. You have, you know, men of the Lord on earth that's dedicating so much of their time just to research and bring out information for the body, man. You know? So the Most High is not going to accept no excuses, man, because he created a lot of platforms. Because you got to think, if you got 20 people in the camp, well, in the GMS camp, if you got 20 people, well, that's 20 different channels 20 different platforms where this information is going forth, man, and being filtered through the scriptures, man. So it's gonna be on Jake, man. Just like where'd you get that in Second Ezra? All right, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 7. All right, it's Second Ezra 7:20. It says, "For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment." So the Most High has raised up men to tell our people, all right, this is the doctrine of life. Coming back to this obedience, coming back to this way leads to life, man. A true upgrade. And it makes you exempt from what? Punishment. All right? Because when you go to Second Ezra 9 and 7, it says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed," man. So this is the instructions of life. This is the instructions to be exempt from judgment, man. You know, this is not just a group of guys with an opinion. No, this is the way out. Because we're leading our people to who? Yahweh Shai, which is what? The way out. You know? All right, so let's go from there. Let's get these two precepts. And I'm gonna get another video. So this is the brother Bayan Yashala. It said this Zechariah 14:1 said, "Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee." Yeah, because see, the Most High is about to allow Esau to run through mass majority of Israelites, man. You know, Esau about to witness themselves being spoiled, man. And it's gonna go into detail in verse 2. He said, "For I will gather all nations," and what does the UN stand for? United Nations. So this is the Most High gathering. He said, "For I will gather." The Most High is gathering and distributing these UN troops, man. "For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and thy city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished," which is raped. All right. "And half of the city shall go into captivity," these FEMA camps, these torture camps, "and the residue," which is their remnant, those that took heed to the prophet, those that humbled down, you know, those who are exhibiting faith and obedience, "and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city." And that's their remnant that's going to be preserved, man. You know? There's another from the brother Bayan Yashala. In Psalms 11 and 12 said, "For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privately shoot at the upright in heart." And one of the main things that they're trying to do before they even pull out, you know, the actual weaponry, you know, is put Vanessa in you, man. Put that thing in you, man. You see, that's a way that they're privately, all right, trying to destroy, you know, and it's all aimed at Jake. So you're reading down, so you know your brothers. Yep, like the brother. The virus. All right. serving of Yahushua. This is Isaiah 62:6. That says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Yeah. All right. It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, man. So Yahweh Shema Shai has put, watchmen upon the wall of Jerusalem, man. And the wall, a wall surrounds the city. So pretty much you're surrounded, by watchmen. Israel is surrounded by watchmen. There's a wall of watchmen, around our people, man. You can go on YouTube and just, start with Apostle LGMS on down, the men under them, and whatever brother, teaches their doctrine, the correct doctrine, truth and sincerity. The Most High has made those men like a wall, around the believers, man. You see? So let's go to got one more video. Because we here, man. All right, and this thing is accelerate. Let's go from there. And this was put up by Elder Apostle Har. Rethinking the dollar. All right. And you have people calling up to them pretty much, hey, they going into it, man. All right, so let's get this.
What else? Let's keep moving. Let me see here. So, what we got here? Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so let me open the phone lines there. Open up the phone lines. I missed a couple calls. And then at 10 p.m., we're going to try to stay on the dial tonight. We're going to have a little face-to-face time. I really enjoy getting a chance to hang out with the community. So for those who want to join me face-to-face only, the links are below in the Discord section and the Telegram groups where you can connect with me directly. All right, let's get to this call here. Let me get this. Hello, caller. Which name are you calling from?
My name's Obi. I'm calling from North Carolina.
Obi from Carolina. How you doing, my friend? Give me a quick thought. What's in your mind tonight?
Doing good, man. But everything that's going on, all roads lead to the microchip, the mark of the beast, man. This is why they got everything going digital.
Yeah.
This is the end all be all, man.
Yeah. Now the question is, will it be slow, or will this thing be drawn out for some years, possibly a decade plus? What are you thinking?
No, this is coming fast. Keep in mind, out of everybody that have suffered lockdowns, there's only one country that hasn't been locked down, and that's Sweden.
Yeah.
Right, because Sweden is already chipped up.
Yeah. Or they're already cashless predominantly, but I get your point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But far as time, man, this thing is right around the corner, man. Right around the corner.
Yeah. Well, hey, appreciate you calling, man, and sharing your 2 cents, boss man. Thank you for calling.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Be good. Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah,
I believe this guy's like a Christian, and pretty much, he has some insight, when it comes to economics. But see, you can tell, he really doesn't want to talk about the end, because he like, this thing gonna be stretched out, old boy like, nah, it's coming quick. And it's really the spirit. Yahweh Shema Shai is shortening this thing up, man. You see? Because what does the scripture say? The brother posted Matthew 24 and 21 and 22. Because we in the time now, this thing is speeding up, man. This thing is not gonna All right. This thing is not gonna drag out, man. You know, the Most High is getting ready to wrap this thing up. This is over, man. Everything is going to the MOTB. All right, the CBDC. You know, that currency. that's what's coming, man. All right, that's what's coming. So when you read the book of Matthew, all right, from Brother Bayan Yasha'Allah, Matthew 24 and 21, it says, "For then, all right, shall be great tribulation." Why? Because see, when the dollar collapsed, you know, when these second lockdowns happen and people start losing their privileges and rights and freedoms, and you know, you're gonna have the division amongst people. Is these people gonna lose it, man? All right. It says, "For then shall there be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be." Man, this is gonna be the worst time ever, man. You know, and this is why pride is finna cease in the earth. This is why pride is about to cease in the earth, man, because these things, the times that coming, no time can rival it, man. And there's been some horrible times in the earth, man. You know, so it lets you know, man, that women gonna be getting ran through, men gonna be getting ran through, people gonna be getting kidnapped, children gonna be getting kidnapped, killed, held for ransom. This is gonna be complete madness, man, and it's all the indignation of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. That's why the scriptures say, "Draw nigh to me, and I will draw nigh to you." This is the time to draw nigh. You know, this is that time. This is Brother Yashima Tribe of Judah, Matthew 24 and 22. It said, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." For the elect's sake, those days will be shortened, man. So we see that the time is actually speeding up, man. You see, the time is speeding up. Like it's like July was a blink. August, we already in the 7th day of August. You know, August will be over next week. You know, you can tell this thing is really speeding up, man. The Most High is wrapping this thing up. You gotta understand, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai hates Esau. That's one thing, like, you know, you read that scripture, you know, when Edom might come up to the camp, you know, hey, well, we gotta really think about it. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai hates this nigga, man. So the Most High is about to bring this place down, man. And he's fast forwarding this thing. You see, this thing is being fast forward. All right. Yep, like the brother said, you know, possible. You know, U.S. lockdown August 11th. You know, another video Apostle Hart put up. All right, the brother Prince, Yanazar. You know, 144K, man. You know, hey, it could happen. All right. There's another one from the brother Yashima Tribe of Judah. It said, "Ask you now and see whether a man doth travail with child." Hey, it said, hey, listen, Most High, like, look, ask and see is that, you know, does a man travail with child? Because when the woman is in pain, what happens? She's curled up. You know, when she's in no birth pain, she's curled up. She's, you know, screaming. You know, she's wailing. You know, she ain't just crying. She's wailing. She's screaming out, tears jumping off her face, man. You know, and this is speaking of a man in these times. "Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all the faces are turned into paleness," man. And why? Because these men are finna fold up. That's why it's important for us brothers to tap into our source, man. Tap into our Heavenly Father through the Son Yahweh Shai, man. Because we're gonna need that extraordinary spirit in these times, man. And that's what's gonna make the men of the Lord so precious, man. Because niggas finna fold up. All these tough guys and stud niggas and they finna fold up. All right, like a gas station t-shirt, man. These niggas finna fold up. These men of this society finna fold up, man, for what the Lord finna bring, man. You know? But those men that's able to stand stiffly and have stability in these times, You know how precious that's gonna be? Focus on that, brother. Tap into our source, man. You know, stay on this purpose, man. On nothing else matter, man. You know? This is on Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he, which is the remnant, shall be saved out of it, man. So we finna see, all right, these people lose it, man. We finna see these men fold up, all right. And this is another one from the brother Tavares, servants of Yahushua. Ezekiel 12:23 says, tell them therefore, thus says the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, all right, and the effect of every vision, man. And we finna see the effect. You see, these prophecies finna have a direct effect. All right, these prophecies finna have a direct effect on everybody, man. You know, on everybody. Lockdowns, the food shortage, it's finna affect everything and everybody, man. You know, but what does the scripture say? The scripture say, my servant's gonna eat. You know, my servant's gonna drink. You gonna be through. So that's what we coming into, man, and that's why it's a very serious overtone, you know, within the ministry, man. Yeah, okay. This is Jeremiah, all right. 51:30 says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They became as women. All right. They have burnt her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. You see, the military not going to be able to hold up to what the Lord is finna do in the earth, man. Even those U.S. personnel over in the Middle East, man, because the Most High is putting a particular spirit on them Russians, on them Iranians, on Moab. You know, there's a particular energy, you know, that the Most High is putting on them that these American soldiers not ready for, man. These pampered, you know, first world, you know, American soldiers, they're not ready. All right, for their get down that's finna happen over there, man. You know, hey, the Most High gonna put a very heavy spirit on those troops that's fighting against America, man. You know, and then Yahushua gonna come clean up everything. He gonna come mop the earth with all these clowns, man. You see, but that's pretty much the point. You know, just wanted to go into those things this morning, you know, touch on a few things because, hey, like I say, it's always a lot, you know, going on, man. There's always a lot going on, you know. So, hey, stay, you know, on your watch. You brothers, stay on your watch. Tap into your purpose. You know, you women, you stay humble, you know, stay cleaving, you know, stay under the umbrella of the house of David. Do your how about Shemal Shai, man, and, you know, it's going to work out, you know, good on your behalf, man. You know, all the believers gonna be straight in this time, man. We're gonna go through things and be tested, but we're gonna be straight, man. Most High not bringing us through this time to break us, you know, but to make us perfect through faith, man. You know, through belief. You see. So Lord will, you brothers, you know, if you so edified to the next time I say Shalom, you know, Kwam Yasha Allah, Abba, you know, DTA soon.